Say, salutations, my fellow dudes and dudettes, and welcome back to the Tales of Destiny. The Tales of Destiny? Whatever. It's been a few weeks. My body's been in a lot of pain. We had no internet for a while. I'm not going to bore you with the details, but in any case, last time we started the game, we were on a giant flying dragon, and we crash landed. Thankfully, this guy named Garr saved us, and now we're going to go out and save, this one dude's granddaughter, Chelsea. So, before we do that, we're going to grab a few items. Like I said, I know it's been a while. And I've been hurting, and I still hurt. Like, sitting in the chair to record footage is actually a real pain in the ass now. But I'll make do. Most likely, once I'm done recording this, I'll probably go for a walk. Just to get some exercise or whatever. But in any case, now that we have Garr in our party, I can explain how he works as well as the small handful of enemies we're going to be encountering, and how the enemies also, like, appear. Because you were probably a little confused during part 1 because the enemies were actually on screen. And now it's all random encounters. Most of the game, it's going to be random encounters, but there's going to be certain instances where the enemies will actually just be on screen, and if they run into you, you'll get thrust into a battle. But anyway, Garr is your archer. Garr will mostly stand in the background trying to shoot. His aim is actually pretty good, and his power is pretty darn amazing. I guess it helps that he's like level 8 while we're like level 2. Also, we have our first tech missile sword. Just like Poseidon Bolt back in Tales of Fantasia, you shoot a shockwave on the ground, and it does damage. However, thankfully, unlike Tales of Fantasia, it doesn't matter where you are. Like, in Fantasia, it was like a long distance attack, and you could only use it at long distance. If you were right next to the enemy, you wouldn't be able to use the attack. You would do a different attack instead. But in this game, you're no longer restricted by that. So, that's cool. Garr! Is there something wrong? Did grandfather send you here? What does he want now? I think he was saying he needs your help badly. He says something about sewing buttons on his pants. Sew buttons on his pants? He needs me for that. He was once a revered master archer. This is so embarrassing. There's more to it than that. Master is genuinely worried about you. He's afraid you got lost again. No way, I'm not lost. I was just having fun with Kayaki and my other friends. I'm going to assume they're all animals. We were having so much fun and we just lost track of time. I'm not lost or anything. I don't deserve to be treated like a baby. Well, a 14-year-old is still a child, if you ask me. Let's go home before it gets dark. You're treating me like a baby again. By the way, who is this? Well, this is Stan. He's on a journey to seek fame and fortune. I'm Stan Aileron. Nice to meet you. How do you do? I'm Chelsea Torn, Master Alba's granddaughter. I'm honored to make your acquaintance, sir. Huh? Honored to make your acquaintance? Wow, your manners are very good for a 14-year-old. It's hard growing up with a grandfather who can't do anything himself. Well, it's hard for the master to have a grandchild who easily gets lost. Okay, let's go. Alright, now we also have Chelsea in the party. You can give her a weapon if you want. I gave her the autobow because I'm not going to do anything else with this. Selling it is not even worth it. But Chelsea is actually a party member. Not like it matters too much because you won't be seeing much of her. As a matter of fact, once we get back to the house, we're dropping her off. But I should probably explain a couple of enemies you saw earlier. The bunnies will do hopping attacks, and the birds will usually just, they'll try to peck you, but then sometimes they'll, like, fly into the air and sort of, like, try to home in on you like a missile. It's really strange. Ah, you're back. Yes, we just got here. I'm glad all of you are safe. Grandpa, can't you fix your own pants? Now calm down, child. You've got plenty of time to fix it. No, I don't. Really? Of course, I can't keep doing everything for you for the rest of my life. Garr, Chelsea, that's far more than enough. Garr, you're on his side too? You shouldn't spoil Grandpa like that. I have to put my foot down like this to make him understand my point. I see. Is this how you young ones gang up and abuse a helpless old man? Who's the helpless old man? Have you no gratitude for the one who has taken care of you so far? I think I'm going to be depressed. Okay, I'll fix your pants, but this is just the this is the last time only. Oh goody, Chelsea is sweet. Master, what do you mean by gang up and treat you badly? It's just a figure of speech, son. Not dwell on it too much. Or yes, I should give you two a reward for finding Chelsea. A reward for adults? Well then, Garr, there's no reward for you. Let's see now, and you understand, right? Yes, sir. Here, I'll give you this. I'm a lunch gel. Heals 30% of your HP and your TP. It's funny how early you get those in this game. Don't get used to it, because once we get into some of the actual, like, more well-known games of this series, Malenge gels take a bit of time to actually pop up in your inventory. By the way, where were you heading before we found you? I was going to Garrshide in the Kingdom of Sangel. You need to pass through Janos to get there from here. Janos? It's a border town to the southwest between Sangel and Fandaria. I can take you to Janos if you want. How about it? Yes, thank you. Garr, are you coming back? Not right away, Master. I'm thinking about going back to my home temporarily. I see. Well, give my regards to your father. What? Are you leaving me, Garr? Well, it's not like I have a lot of free time on my hands. Phooey! I'll do behave. I'll come back again. Chelsea will wait impatiently for you. Chelsea will stop speaking in the third person. Because that's weird. I just break. Sorry, I was fumbling with something in my hand. I think I just broke this thing. Anyways. Alright, now that we dropped Chelsea off, we're gonna go down the south pass. We're gonna make our way towards Janos. Before you head to Janos, my only recommendation is that you make sure you get your you get Stan to level 4, because the later sections are gonna be a bit tough if you aren't comfortably leveled. Not to say you can't do it anyways, but I took precautionary measures anyway. Plus, that's what my notes tell me. Granted, Garr will make that trivial considering he's level 8. But yeah, that's so strange. It's like Chelsea is actually part of your party for like a measly like 2 or 3 minutes, if that. and then you just drop her off and never see her again. I find that so odd to me. However, there's actually one more enemy I haven't talked about yet, which we should be seeing in just a few seconds. Once we get this cape, we're going to be using that later. Don't bother equipping anything onto Garr, because he's not going to be in the party much longer. Alright, in any case, we have the Beast Bear. The Beast Bear kind of hurts hard, and I think it also could do some grabbing attacks. Otherwise, spamming Missile Sword will do the job just fine. Also, I forgot to mention that dash attack you do, where you run and like you do a upward thrust. If you're standing directly underneath the enemy, like Stan just sort of like jabs at it from below. So make a note of that if the enemy is just directly above you. Now I'm just cutting all the fluff out because I grinded for a good bit, and you don't need to see any of that. So I just had to make sure he got up to level 4 so we could proceed with the actual plot. If you go through the North Gate, you'll be in Sandgold. Thank you for everything. Don't mention it. Have a safe journey. Thanks. Please take care of yourself too. Okay, goodbye and good luck. He's gone at last. Why didn't you say anything? I don't trust Garr. Why not? He's a nice guy. Listen, he knew that I existed. Well, I learned about you too. You're special. You've been chosen. Chosen? Hey, don't let it go to your head. You've still got some learning to do. Learning? Anyway, don't attract attention to yourself. Why? What? Just think about it. Now hold on, Dimlos. I won't speak unless it's absolutely necessary. Do you understand? And with that said, Dimlos has just sort of abandoned us. But we're going to be exploring Janos as well as meeting up with the townsfolk. Seeing what we could find, purchase, whatever, and eventually leaving Janos next part. So that's what we're going to be doing for next time on Tales of Destiny. So until then, I gotta juice. Again, I know it's been a while. I apologize. I'm not very good at this consistency thing. What can you do? I gotta juice, guys.